All right, welcome back, everyone, to another edition of UT4 Elim League Season 3. I think also I saw on UTpugs.com that this was titled the Spring Season. So, Spring League, Spring Season, whatever you want to call it. It is Season 3, though. That is never changing. And as always, it is hosted by the community over at UTpugs. Doing some great work, and hopefully, I don't know, my game feels kind of shit right now, so hopefully the stream is all right. Give me a notice if things feel odd. But I do also know that my monitor is fucking up right now, so might be a little janky stream to start, but eventually we will get there and be on track and ready to go. And right now we are just waiting for everyone to ready up. We have both teams in the server. We have Mr. Thundercat, well, Team Thundercash and Team Capspace Criminals, and they are going to be doing battle here, looking like Signify Map 1. I know there were a couple maps, but right now I can't see my Discord, and it doesn't matter. We're going to get into this really quickly here and have a lot of fucking fun. This match is about to be a battle of two very strong teams, believed to, have good chances to win finals. Both teams in the upper echelon of competitors. And we're just hoping that we have a great match back and forth, and it goes 10-9, 10-9, 10-9, all three maps, and, two different winners, map 1 and 2, and we get a map 3 that means a lot, instead of very little. Teams, exactly as you look at Capspace Criminals, they are indeed Capspace Criminals, 3 players over 3 PPR, absolutely strong as hell. I'll ask, a fourth player that exists, could it be very good for them? As long as you can do 1.2 PPR, that is probably enough. But anything less, and they are struggling. That is 100% for sure. But as it stands, the team they're going up against, Dem and Quad, both very capable. 2.0, 2.4 PPRs currently, live on servers, playing decently. And that is not bad. They're both going to help out their team a lot, do a lot of damage, punch out a lot of good team play. Quad, very good team player. 2K4, that he has some good rotations and makes himself a good target and a good backup when needed. So, can't hate. Doing the Lord's work. Everyone needs the grease guys in the trenches, and Dem and Quad seem to be doing a decent job of providing that for Lass and Phantaci. Dem could probably stand to do it a little bit more. He does tend to stand in the back, but as the third, you can kind of forgive him a little bit more for that than if Quad was also doing it. But he does add to the team regardless and does good work for them. Capspace Criminals, what more do you need to say? Exit, LS, or Exit, Turnzz, Black Ops, very solid trio. There's a reason they're over the cap. Well, let's just put it that way, you know what I'm saying? But, as it stands, we are still waiting here for the final ready-ups. These guys are taking their time. Hopefully they're not waiting on me. They should be able to see me in spectator. It says 1 spectators. Me, myself, and I. So they should know I'm in here and ready to go. Hopefully. The one thing I will say, my honest belief, is that I know that Phantaci gets in Exit's head. And Exit needs to perform in order for Capspace Criminals to win. And if Phantaci is able to get in Exit's head, GG. Thundercash is going to win it. But if Exit's able to maintain a state of zen, absolute zen, you are feeling yourself getting calmer as you are feeling zen. Embrace it. Let it flow through you. If Exit can embody that, I think Capspace Criminals takes it. That's my thought. I think it's going to be a 2-1. I think Capspace Criminals wins in a 2-1. All 3 maps are close. Nothing is given. And every map is a fight to the end. And I think we see 8-7, no, 9-7 comeback on one of them. I want to say, I think a team's going to come back 3 rounds down. Win 3 on the bounce to win. I have a feeling. Making my predictions, sticking to them. Hot take alert. What the real bets should be, not on the state of this match, but the real bet should be on what is the over-under for L Ask's PPR. Is he going to be over 1.44 or under 1.44? Let me see. I have time to give Discord a quick peek. Well, let's take a look. The map list is... It's not in here. Maybe it's somewhere else. And I'm not going to give more time because we have already up and we are getting into the match. Let's fucking go. Finally have the final countdown. Finally getting into this one. And we're going to go with last season's MVP, round 1, as Turnzz. Going to be the man of the hour. Let's get on board and see how he fucking goes. He's looking through the chandelier right now, trying to get onto somebody, and he is not pushing forward. One of his teammates already dying. That was Black Ops. Black Ops caught low shock. Probably not the smartest place to go early round. Mouse on screen. But Phantaci now in Turnzz getting directly in, and Turnzz onto Dem, but he is taking damage. He's trying to deal with it, cannot handle everybody. Exit last alive, dies, 16 HP, not enough to survive against 3. Dark Horse was incredibly unlikely. And we're going to go with the big boss, the guy who might have fixed double cores and desyncs in UT4, Mr. Phantaci himself, as Phantaci's moving in, shooting down Exit, getting some flak. Doesn't get a lot of damage, though, but he's going to go pick up that health pack. Yeah, his team leaves it for him. Last gets headshot right in front of his face. Exit makes Last pay. What a maneuver. And, I mean, it is L asking Exit, though, so this might as well be a 2v1. But Phantaci is going to be a little cautious, as Exit is now just taking out Dem, and now it is a 1v1. Phantaci versus Exit. L Ask going to do if L Ask lands a snipe, he has done his job, and I don't think it's going to be a lot. Exit getting hit. Phantaci is currently just absolutely crushing people. L Ask, I think, did land some back shots in there. Way to go, L Ask, proving us all wrong. But he still is now stuck in between a rock and a hard place, having to try and deal with, Phantaci's still having to deal with 2 people shooting him, but both die to a beam. Phantaci can get 2 easy kills here. Phantaci needs an LG to go down, and those grenades, while potentially scary, probably shouldn't scare Phantaci. He just gets out of there, goes back, changes his angle. Phantaci will live if this goes to overtime. He does. He gets above 1 LG. Crucially, Exit could have killed him, but L Ask beating him the pack. Phantaci getting the last second save, killing Exit. And what a round out of Phantaci. We're going to stick on board. He just got that. And, maybe he does something crazy here, too. Him and Turnzz are going to run face-to-face. And Phantaci already getting 135. Turnzz not enjoying that shock primary battle. And Phantaci getting some big damage onto Black Ops 2, and Turnzz jumping right back into the Phantaci meat grinder. Not going well for them, and Phantaci taking out Turnzz, almost getting the combo on Exit 2. What a... Phantaci is on one right now. He is not showing any signs of sleep deprivation. He said he only got 4 hours. I call bullshit. Phantaci is hemming these boys right now. And 1 second, getting some minor technical difficulties as my monitor finally starts working again. And here we go. Did I just lose all sound? What the hell is going on? Having some, fun times in Techland today. But here we go. Phantaci shooting down Turnzz. Turnzz does go down, and Exit last alive. He needs to try and win this round. They could go down 4-0, which would be a disastrous start for them. I don't see how they'd come back from this if it does end up coming to pass. This is going to be tough. Phantaci is so tough in these situations, but Exit gets Phantaci, and now it is Exit versus Dem, and oh, what a combo out of Exit. Just Dem wisely vacating the premises, and now Exit is got to try and deal with it. Dem playing sneaky. He is hiding. Exit ends up seeing him and shooting cores. Not quite enough. 3 ammo left. Exit decided not to pop that. It does leave him the ability to shoot one more combo, which could come in handy, but that does not. He now only has 1 primary worth of health. Dem still healthy. Exit much healthier than Dem. Exit just needs to get some damage out here, and Dem and Exit. Exit will win this. If Dem is unwilling to push, he's gonna take too much damage, and Exit needs to be wary of. He just needs to avoid getting shot, and does avoid getting shot. He is gonna bleed out Dem here, and he is just bleeding him dry. And finally, Dem does die. Exit getting the win on board for his team. Can't fault him there. Losing that round would have been absolutely catastrophic for their chances. And Dem able to avoid it, which is absolutely clutch. And just give me 1 second. I am checking out some stuff, making sure everything is working as intended. So bear with me for 1 second. Where did my... I have no idea where that stuff went. Oh, well. What the fuck? As it stands, Exit trying to make good on his clutch from last round. Does get the kill here. Phantaci now in the 1v2 against Turnzz and Exit. This is not going to go well for him. He's taking a lot of damage. Does go down. And finally, Capspace Criminals coming alive, getting 2 rounds on the board. 3-2 deficit. Still in favor of Phantaci, but they are now no longer in the driver's seat. Last, next up on the counter after some early round heroics out of Exit and Phantaci. Now have Last as he gets somebody right in his face. That is Black Ops. Black Ops gets headshotted by Last. Not good. And Turnzz, he is very healthy, but he is against 4 people. This is looking unlikely for him. He does take out 1. Can he get a second one? Last is hurt, but Quad coming in. Phantaci almost drops right into a flak ball, but pulls out the minigun, takes down the last of Turnz's remaining health. 4-2 now. Phantaci, 4.7 PPR. We got to do it sooner rather than later, right? You get the L-Ask round right here, right now, as he's going to look towards high water. Slow on the flick, but, gets out. No damage traded either way. Can't hate. And we're going to go back over to somebody who's fighting in Quad. Back hall. Almost all of Capspace Criminals is at Shockstairs. Party in the Shockstair Hotel, and that does no good for them as L-Ask, last alive, sitting down at the back. I don't see how he wins this. Unlikely. And he is just... Ooh, that rocket could have been devastating, though, but he does end up going down to Dem. And 5-2, once again, Phantaci taking the commanding lead. And that is, after working hard to claw it back, You're going to be mad if you're Cap Space Criminals. You wanted that to go your way, and Quad loading some rockets, getting right in on Elask. The Elask Quad battle, the battle of the last picks for both teams. Exit inserting himself in, gets killed, but now Phantaci last alive, and he's got Black Ops right in his face, and Flak is out. Phantaci running away, 28 HP. He's going to get right on Elask. Elask takes down Phantaci. The president is down. Killed by a 12-year-old with a gun. I don't know. You know, this is kind of a Wire-ish reference, you know. Spoiler alert, main character dies to a child. If you know, you know. Anyways, we need to be getting off of Quad there, as last fighting 2 goes down, and Phantaci also dropping. Dem, he's not gone around yet, and he hasn't done much this round. It looks like his teammate's going to go down shortly, and Dem in the 1v3 holding that statues. They are aware. Oh no, the enforcers are out. They are going for this. He goes down, gets headshot by Elask. What everybody was expecting out of that scenario. The headshot by Elask. Okay. We're gonna show Black Ops. He's an aggressive player, at least at the start of rounds, looks like, and he's gonna run right into last. And this is going to be a fight, and you know, it's I mean, what are you gonna say? We've got Black Ops fighting Dem back in the battle of back hallway, and Dem getting the worst of it. Black Ops is alive, but Black Ops now finally going down. Dem comes back 7 HP, says that is more than enough for me. Takes down Black Ops, and 6-4 now in favor of Thundercash, and we're going to go on board Phantaci, 4.5 PPR. The man is currently on the heater, on the hot seat. I guess the hot seat, wrong term. He's got the hot hand. Usually if your seat is hot, that means you're sucking. And in this case, he's not. That's for sure. And, I mean... like, absolutely, Phantaci crushing it. And now Exit and Elask against Phantaci and Dem. Gotta think this is in Phantaci's favor. I mean, this is effectively a 1v2. And somehow, Exit able to isolate Dem, makes this, you know, Exit. Great shooting coming out of Exit. Takes down Phantaci, 6-5. Cap Space Criminals coming back. Turnzz shooting 53%. Getting right on Phantaci. Phantaci goes down. Turnzz just eviscerates him with that combo. What a bow. I mean, taste the rainbow, if you know what I'm saying. And now Dem, last alive, running for his life. He is at the minigun. He goes down. Turnzz gets the kill. Did you give trend to Elask? Say the truth. The people want to know. Elask, apparently, he is currently 1.6 PPR. Black Ops, low man on the totem pole. He needs to be playing a little bit more passively or something. He can't be like taking these. Does do some damage to Phantaci, but Phantaci does kill him, and making this, I mean, a 2v3. We'll give Elask, who's been playing well, we'll give him his props for now. It's a 2v3, Phantaci and Lass against Exit, Turnzz, and Elask. However, now it is just Turnzz and Elask as Phantaci gets the kill, runs right into Elask, but thankfully, I mean, Elask just got obliterated by an amazing combo from Lass. Turnzz taking down Phantaci, and now it is a 1v1, and people die to everything. Get out the minigun! He can't have known he was that low, that one tick of mini would kill him, but please, for the love of God. If he'd have lost that, it would have been tragic. Tragic Bronson. And Dem and Turnzz kind of running in. Phantaci taking down Elask, getting his free health pack. Dem just destroys Turnzz. And pretty soon it is going to be Exit against the world, and we're going to get on board. Exit taking out Dem. Does Quad know? Don't think Exit's in a 1v3. Quad almost runs into that, but I think he hears it at the last second, is able to turn around. And now Quad, nice snipe. And Quad, Exit, trying to get out of there, gets the kill, gets the health pack, jumps to his death. Comboed in the back. I mean, that is exactly what you need to be doing if you're last. Bait your teammates and get the kill. But back on board, Phantaci getting a nice little snipe onto, or primary onto Black Ops. Exit taking a lot of damage. Exit going down. Phantaci and his teammate Quad taking Exit out early. Putting this all on Turnzz and Black Ops. And Black Ops has not been hitting well so far. Turnzz trying to jump into a headshot. Goes down to Phantaci. Black Ops last alive. And he is getting chased. He's got people on him. He goes down. Another nice combo out of Last. Last hitting the combos right now, absolutely smoking them. And I mean, what more is there to say? We're gonna go back on board. Turnzz 3.7 PPR. Phantaci still at 4.5. I mean, we gotta go back on. Phantaci is the one who is heating up right now. He is gonna be getting some. He's gotta get his flowers after this performance. 4.5 PPR in a match like this is exactly what the doctor ordered. Gonna mini jump up, get that health pack. Phantaci, great use of mini jumps. One of the few players that really makes great, effective use of them. Not that other people don't try to, but I think he is by far the most proficient. He's also practiced it more than other people. Let's be real, practice makes perfect. And Phantaci shows that that is very doable. However, Dem, last alive, ends up going down 8-8 after what looked like Thundercash might have been running away with it at 2 separate points. I mean, we have gone, you know, blow for blow, round for round, as I mean, that these two teams, Thunderclash and Cap Space Criminals, have been trading rounds like crazy. And I mean, right now, Phantaci back hallway Bandit over here is playing this like his life depends on it, and he is absolutely somehow taking no damage despite getting shot at by 2 people. And Turnzz takes big damage. Turnzz going down early. And this looks like Thundercash is in the driver's seat. Black Ops and LS, the 2 low PPR players on the team, are going to be struggling to clean this one up. And Thundercash does end up cleaning it up. And here we go. Must-win situation now if you are Cap Space Criminals. And Phantaci trying to get the early rocket rush, just not quite able to do it. And now he's loading those tri-rockets. LS, I don't know what was going on there, but Phantaci ends up taking out LS, but couldn't get the early Elim special on him, and now Phantaci in the 1v3. This is going to be tough. Exit, Turnzz, and Black Ops, the 3 strongest players for Cap Space Criminals, are going to criminalize what Phantaci is about to have happen to him. 22 HP, he doesn't make it out of here. Gets headshot by Exit. 9-9. We have one last round, a universe round. Let's go. And we're going to go on board. I mean, we're going to see if Phantaci can bring around and win this for his team. This is going to be a tough one. He has got to do the damage, getting the early shots on the Black Ops, shooting his teammate, not exactly optimal. And one of his teammates goes down, is traded for Black Ops, though, and Exit. That flak hit nothing. Somehow gets air. Phantaci coming out on top, but does take down Exit. It is a 1v2. Turnzz and L-Ask against a fairly healthy Phantaci. And L-Ask is just going to jump right in there, get no damage, but take a ton. And L-Ask is a health pack for Phantaci at this point. Ends up being a health pack. Turnzz and Phantaci are going to be going at it. And Turnzz takes down Phantaci 10-9. Turnzz typing the trash talk, talking his shit. 51%, 3.8 PPR. Last, kind of unfortunate, only 2.7. Maybe if he, I mean, Exit 3.4, it's not that different, but those extra kills that Exit was able to get really turning the tide for his team. And, I mean, fantastic performance out of both teams here. Map 1, what a way to play. Why can I not swap this to another screen? That is what I want to know. Where did my... one second. I'm going to reboot my game quickly because what the hell is going on? Hopefully they don't start. Doing a quick reboot here because I finally was able to sort of sort my technical issues out, but needed to restart the old UT. And here we go. Hopefully we have not missed anything. Hopefully they're still waiting. Looks like we are in round one. So 1 second, let me adjust the score bug. There we go. Back to the game, and looks like round one goes the way of Phantaci. We'll go on board Phantaci, and let's fighting Elask. Elask fighting for the Rockets, gets the kill onto Phantaci. Oh, whoopsie daisy. We'll go on board Last, fighting over the pillars. Elask then kills himself instead of. You can kill Phantaci, but then you've got to commit spooku here and kill yourself on a wall. Turnzz flacking everybody at pillars. Flak. I mean, it is currently Thursday, so it's not Flak Friday yet, but what a shot. And I mean, we got crap. Well, we're on quad now. He is fighting, shooting some rockets, and Turnzz able to take him down, and we go on board. I apologize, folks. A little bit all over the place right now, trying to sort my own issues out. But Turnzz, Phantaci in the 1v2, fighting Turnzz and Exit. He has got very little health left, but so does Turnzz. Turnzz taking the minigun out, minigunning Phantaci down, and that is 2-1 round count. And we're going to go on board with Turnzz, starting off this next round, number 4. And Turnzz looking like he's going to go play the top. Doesn't use the dodge, the jump pad dodge tech to get to the pillars get to Rockets area faster. But doesn't matter. Able to take control of Rockets anyways. And fighting down quad. That combo's not going to hit. Quad loading up the tri-rockets. Ends up not connecting. Dem in the courtyard. Phantaci shooting Turnzz in the back. The one downside to Rockets is if your team's kind of losing control, you can get flanked from multiple directions up there easily. Turnzz doing a good job getting out of there, and now quad last alive 4 HP goes down to the flak ball. I believe the flak ball AOE. He didn't taste a mouthful of happiness, but you got a little shred at the edge. And Black Ops taking some early damage, somehow not taking more. Phantaci missing his primaries. Big Boss seems to be a little off right now. Not able to complete that kill. I feel like normally he crushes those. But as it stands, shots coming in. And Phantaci able to take care. Elask and Exit, last 2 alive. And we're going to go on board Exit here, as he is now the last alive. Getting linked down, goes down, 3-2. And Phantaci taking this back, doing a lot of work here. Phantaci's going to hide in a corner, and Quad is going to see him hiding in a corner. And they're all hiding in corners, and Quad gets comboed. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And Quad goes down to Turnzz' flak ball. And we're Phantaci's fighting Exit, and he's getting shot in the back. He goes down. Last headshotting Elask. Yep. I heard the headshot when we swapped. Knew it had to be Mr. Lass. Didn't know who died, but Exit now running for his life. 4 HP goes down to Lass. 3-3 all tied up here. 4.7 on Turnzz right now. What a performance. We'll go on board Dem. Dem going up to Rockets and now running right into Turnzz and Black Ops. Get out of there, sir. But he does trade 60 damage onto Black Ops. That is entirely worth it. And already L-Ask is down. Exit going to defend the health pack. Takes a good chunk of damage. But Exit 10 HP. Turnzz not looking too healthy either. Able to trade onto Phantaci. This is winnable. I mean, stranger things have happened, but Dem's about to shoot him in the back. And Quad able to get the back shot into Turnzz. Exit 10 HP. Dem a lot more HP. And Quad also very healthy. If Exit wins this, I am a monkey's uncle. Goes down. That combo could have been huge, but Dem does not flinch. Hits the sniper shot. Takes down Exit. And we're going into another round. Thundercash up on the round count. And we're going to go on board with Quadramix as he is shooting down and goes down to Black Ops. Gets comboed at the LG. It seems like LG position, you either hold it and do a ton of damage or you die early. No in-betweens, really, which is really unfortunate. And Exit just blows up L-Ask. L-Ask, I think, anti-comboing himself, more or less. Although it could be spectators not being able to realize, but Phantaci getting the rockets out. Does good damage to Exit. What a rocket. Black Ops last alive, and Phantaci mid-air falling. Double falling LG mid-air. Phantaci showing off the mouse control and the moves. And gets the nice kill. And we're going to go, actually, speaking of, on board with Black Ops as he gets a nice little combo into Quad and then gets right into Last, but not hitting the flak, trying to swap his weapons, and Quad running right into Black Ops' massive combo. Does not get an amazing combo for that, despite doing a lot of damage, and now it is Phantaci alone fighting in the side stairs, and, I mean, he's got to, you know, move out here. He's going to go run over to LG. Exit is chasing him, and they are shooting at him. He is in the shooting gallery, taking a lot of damage. Goes down 5-4. Turnzz still 4.3 PPR. Okay, well, I think we've gone through pretty much everyone, so here we go. L-Ask programming. This is what the people want. And he dies. Turnzz. Hitting 70. Getting a nice 100 damage out. Needs to be careful here. Could get shot. Dem gets down in. Turnzz getting the HP pack and getting out of dodge. And now hiding around the corner. And waiting to see. He's got somebody right behind him. Phantaci with the link gun out. Takes down Turnzz. 6-4. Thundercash taking the lead in the driver's seat for now. And it's going to be a minute before they can finally try and pull this through. And Phantaci just rocket. This is called Elimination, not Rock Arena. That is a UT99 mod, my good sir. Phantaci hitting lots of rockets. But so is Last. And Last eats a huge combo. Ends up going down, and Turnzz. And now it is just Turnzz in the 2v1 clutch. I mean, he can win this easily. Quad low enough to die. Gets headshot anyways, and that is definitely low enough to die. Big flak out onto Dem. He's got to be low. Turnzz takes him down. What a great play out of Turnzz. Turnzz getting a record for that round. What a... Oh, man, what a guy. What a guy. He works out a lot. That's why he's so good, clearly. It has nothing to do with any sort of mouse control, aim, or innate ability to process information. It's large muscles. Let's leave it at that. Heard it here, folks. You want to be good at UT, get large muscles. Turnzz. After his record performance, though, stuck low pillars, not getting too much damage out this time. Able to run away, though. It is a 3v3, and all of Thundercash is over in the pillars, fighting L-Ask, I think. L-Ask catching crosshairs, but not enough. Turnzz goes down to Dem's flat cannon, and L-Ask finally dropping. I had my fingers on the wrong numbers. Exit, last alive, does end up dropping, and 7-5. Looks like Thundercash is taking the lead. And I don't know, was this... I think this must have been Thundercash's pick. I don't feel like Capspace Criminal will pick this. But, regardless, Well, he should be on Phantaci or Turnzz here. My apologies. Phantaci eating a big, well, not so big a combo. Barely lost any health. I think he then got headshot, which did take most of his health remaining. But now it is just Turnzz, and Phantaci combos a little bit too long. But Phantaci just gets out the link gun, gets the damage in, takes down Turnzz, 8-5, Thundercash in the driver's seat. And, I mean, Phantaci has only 3.3 PPR, or no, Last is actually leading for his team. I mean, we're going to go on board with Turnzz, 4.3 PPR. He is carrying for his team right now, and he needs some help. And he's going to need to wait and spectate until the next round. Exit. Can he exit step up? He kind of needs to. He needs to be the good second fiddle for Turnzz right now. Missing that combo, that was definitely on the cards. Quad would have died to it. And exit looks like he might be feeling the pressure. Not sure. Finds right into Last. He is in a 1v4, so definitely I felt a sense of urgency that he needed to get that kill as soon as possible. And just unable to connect it. Ask is below the 1.44 PPR over under. Not looking good for him, folks. And Phantaci currently fighting Exit and Black Ops and Turnzz. Everyone's here. It's a party. Exit goes down at Flak, and now it is just Black Ops as Turnzz drops. All of your map hopes are on this one, Black Ops. You are not going to live there, and neither is, I mean, ends up dropping 10-5. Unlike the last game, which was a 10-9 universe round, a nail biter, Thundercash makes this one a sleeper, 10-5. Last and Dem 3 PPR. So Phantaci didn't even hit 3 PPR. The only one above 3 for Cap Space Criminals was Turnzz. The only one proving that he is worth the title of being a Cap Space Criminal. Unfortunate production out of Cap Space Criminals, that map, as they lose 10-5 on to map 3. Where is my... I have no idea where my chat went. It has just disappeared. And I can't find it again. I've tried opening and closing, and it's just not showing up. Oh, there we go. And we have the ready up. This is map 3, and these teams are both going to be going hard for this one. Let's fucking go. And we have the final countdown, the final 3, 2, 1, and we are getting in here, and we're going to go right on board with Turnzz. I mean, he was absolutely crushing it for his team. And let's see what he's got. Round 1 of Quest. This is a map they probably haven't played much. Phantaci definitely has the advantage, I feel, although Exit is also a very good Quest player. it is going to come down to which one of them can carry harder, and I feel like Turnzz is going to be good regardless, even though he doesn't know the map as well. I mean, he's not pushing with his team. He's opting to keep his distance and save his HP, and he's just looking for those snipes and last alive, and he has got the whole team on him, 10 HP. He's got to try and run, and gets a good combo out. Elas goes down, but he dies to his own flak, kills himself. Black Ops gets the ace as a result. Whoopsie daisy. I mean, we'll go on board Black Ops. He got the ace. Can he continue? This map should actually favor him. A lot of hit scan. He tends to be a very hit scan oriented player. So I feel like he's going to be able to get the shots out. Although right now, woof, those rockets came in hot. It looked like they might have hit him. Black Ops does go down. Phantaci. Well, let's see what he can do. His team is now tied. He gets the health pack, and right onto Turnzz' face goes a flak ball. Phantaci getting the kill. Absolutely smoking him. And, I mean, Phantaci's playing patient here. Elas is below. They are out of position, but Elas is going to give that up. And now Exit and Phantaci in the battle that we all want to see. And Phantaci and Exit trading a little bit of damage there, but now Exit is last alive. He is not long for this world. Last is going to chase him down. Exit does get Phantaci, though, and can Exit take care? All at one, I mean, a small tink of a primary link would take care of him, but Last able to hit the shot from get the wrecker himself. Well, I guess we're going on board Last. 6.6 PPR so far. I mean, 2 rounds in doesn't mean much, but good beginnings. And woof, get some good damage out onto Black Ops. And now Last kind of backing off, playing the back lines, running right into, I mean, backing up Phantaci decently, taking out Turnzz. That is a big kill. Elas now last alive, and this is going to be easy cleanup, although Elas able to trade Last for himself. Hey, can't complain. You win the round. That's all that matters, not who dies to who. Now Exit. I mean, everyone I keep swapping to is like playing the patient game here. Back to Exit, and he is snippeting. Takes down Quad. Turnzz does drop on the other side of the map, and going for the health pack is currently nobody, but Exit and Black Ops are in a 2v3. They do need to try and play together, and Exit immediately eats a snipe, and they do get flanked, taken down. 3-1, Thundercash starting off strong, and I mean, who have we not been on yet? Dem, show Dem. He is peeking over the little hump here at the bazooka spot and getting some damage out. Elas eating the worst of it, and Dem unable to find those final connections, but does land another primary, and now Exit and Black Ops both low, and they both drop at pretty much the same exact time. Dem having a productive round while not really seeming doing very much, but we'll go on board Quad now. Starting off strong, and it is 4-1. Capspace Criminals really needs to take this round. They need to avoid going down any further than they already have. As it is, they're going to have to fight back here, and they do get the opening frag of this round, able to get up a player, but Elas taking it in the back and probably going to go down here, but Quad unable to successfully chase. Elas does escape. Quad taking 2 snipes, losing a lot of health, losing some more. Exit takes him down. Phantaci and Dem last 2 alive. Phantaci moving up, and he's got a shooting gallery up at high green, and he has got to get out of there as Turnzz does take him down, and now Dem runs right into Elas, who is low, but that is dangerous. You have 10 HP, unable to get the health pack. He's going to try it. I mean, I feel like somebody's going to be watching it, right? Does get spotted by Turnzz, taken out by Turnzz. Capspace Criminals with the needed round, the one they had to have it. Turnzz 2.1 PPR, but we're going to give the Elas round a go here. See what he's made of. Can he land any key shots right now? Looking to the side. Does not hit Last. Shoots the rocket. Had a sniper that could have lined up. Decided to go with a different gun. Don't know if I agree, but Dem and Quad here, all LS has to do is just land some damage, and he hasn't really done much, but it is now Phantaci and Quad in the 2v4, Phantaci in the 1v4. Gonna be tough, and he's got people on him. Black Ops opting for a non-finishing weapon, going for the PPR overkill damage. So does, well, he gets it in the end. So Black Ops able to connect, get his extra PPR, and we're gonna go on board. I mean, Last, 4 PPR. Last quietly on another tear, and does take some early damage, though. Not exactly what you would want out of the guy who's currently carrying your team, but it doesn't matter, as Thundercash able to make it a 2v4. Turn 3v2 now. Turnzz finally going down. Elask, 12 HP. He's not long for this world. And if he gets a kill here in Phantaci flacks him in the face. Woof. I mean, it looks like everyone on Cap Space Criminals is not having the easiest time of it right now. Definitely struggling a little bit. Don't know if Campgrounds might have messed with their mental or not. Not sure. Don't know. But they're down 2 rounds. I mean, with the PPRs as they are, they should be thankful. Quad seems to be struggling a ton, because otherwise this could be much, much, much worse than it currently is. They are, looks like they're way underperforming, and it is a 3v4, but it's the 3 players you would want if you are Cap Space Criminals. Although that quickly turns to a 1v4, and while Turnzz does get Quad, he's now soon going to have to deal with the whole team collapsing, and Thundercash taking down the, I mean, we gotta go back to last. 3.8 PPR. I'm on the right person, I think, right? Can't tell because of the zooming, but I'm gonna guess that this is last. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Hitting a bunch of sniper shots there. Gotta think that's one. Although he does get flanked, it does end up going down. And now Phantaci facing down Turnzz and goes down as well. Dem last alive. He tried to help. Help came a little too late. 6-4. Cap Space Criminals, they need to start stringing some together. Let's see if that begins Exit. Can Exit show us his quest prowess? I mean, the man has probably played more rounds of this than anyone except for maybe MASH. And he has played a lot of Elim. And he's hurting Quad. Big combo. Quad goes down. Dem and Phantaci, last 2 alive. And we go on board Phantaci. Can he get some magic out of his mouse right now? And making Exit suffer, but Exit does not care. He's making Phantaci suffer just as much. Exit taking down Phantaci. Dem dropping the same time, and 6-5. Cap Space Criminals trying to come back, doing whatever they can. And, I mean, we go back on board. Exit seems like he is the hot hand currently for his team, and runs right into Phantaci, but trading some damage, failing. I think he got caught on his teammate. Him and Turnzz both had the same idea, and they both took damage because of it. Unfortunate. They had a good opportunity, and Last and Exit facing down. Last getting the better. Turnzz, Exit, and Black Ops all low. Last and Dem slightly healthier, but that is not likely to last forever. But Last, great kills. Multi-kill out of Last. What a fantastic space of play there. I mean, phenomenal. Absolutely, like, off the wall. Last multi-kill, crushing it, getting around for his team. Clutch round puts them back ahead by 2, and leading into the next round. Last, I mean, he hasn't done much, but his team is up 1, and the entire enemy team is corralled over at low blue, and they are in a shooting gallery. Elask, not long for this world. Last, getting out the link gun, making Elask suffer. Does not care, on a killing spree. 14-6, carrying Phantaci, putting him in the backpack. That is what we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Just hop into Jansport and let the big boy take you to school. And that is all she wrote. 8-5. Thundercash looking like they are going to take this one, but it ain't over till it's over. There is still plenty of Elim left in this map if Cap Space Criminals wants it. But, I mean, Turnzz, 12 HP. He is unlikely to make it. 70 into Phantaci does hurt him, makes Phantaci one-shottable, does take out Phantaci. 2v2, they have to know where he is, and 70 into Quad, but Last is going to be the hard one to deal with. Takes out Last. Turnzz, 11 HP. Go get that health, son. You can make use of it. Quad, like, it's Last. Quad knows you're there. He hears you. You know he's... Last looking the wrong way. And... oh my, they're literally like walking around each other somehow, some way. And Quad takes down Turnzz, shooting him, taking him down. 9-5. Quad getting the kills when it matters. Turnzz unable to convert the clutch, and now it is all on Capspace Criminals. Can they win 5 in a row? They would need to make the comeback of a century, and already Turnzz taking the big damage. Black Ops also taking a lot. Ask being the healthiest member of your team is not a good look, although Exit is the healthiest. I cannot read. It is a... I mean, Capspace Criminals has made this doable. Ask has no idea that somebody is behind him. Last just lands 2 snipers and some link damage for free, and is back to a 3v3. And Turnzz and Exit unable to... Last just getting headshot by Turnzz, and Exit's going to be the one pushing here, pushing into 2 people, Quad and Dem. Quad goes down. Dem last alive, missing the shot on Exit, gets double sniped by Turnzz, and Exit goes down. 9-6. Capspace Criminals telling themselves they're not out of this yet. And Exit currently 3.2 PPR, leading his team, needs to lead for a little bit longer. And they need to land some damage here. Exit able to land some snipes, but he gets hit back. And Phantaci, oh no, Exit accidentally shooting his teammate, headshotting Phantaci. Phantaci's going to be feeling that one. The combo a little bit short. Looked like that might have been a really good one, but just not quite enough. Another 70. Dem eating shots, but just not enough. And now it is Turnzz and Black Ops in the 3v2, and Black Ops taken down Last. And I mean, he is hurt though. He took a huge beating from Phantaci's there. Phantaci taking him down. Nice little shot. Dem, sliver of his health remaining. Phantaci a little bit healthier. Does survive a snipe. Dem going down. Phantaci jumping up right into the crossfire. And I mean, now it's anybody's game. Phantaci does live through a sniper shot though. Turnzz needs to hit him twice, and 2 primaries does not do it. There are health packs available, but he needs to hit 2 more. Is not able to. Phantaci getting the final kill, taking him down. 10-6 Thundercash. After that first map, I thought we were ready to strap in for an absolute barn burner, and it ends up being a 10-5, 10-6 final 2 maps. Thundercash coming back, winning the back half, taken down Capspace Criminals in a pretty, I mean, still a damn good match. Some of those rounds were very close. Could have gone either way, and can't say it. Hats off. Both teams well played. Well played. But that is it for this one. I don't know if we have any games this weekend. It is Easter weekend, so might be a little bare, but we'll see. They might come in. As it stands, we'll see you all next time. This has been another production of UT4, Elim League Season 3, hosted by UT Pugs. Take care of yourselves, guys. If you're traveling for this weekend, stay safe, stay healthy, stay sane. What more can I say? Until next time, have a good one.